What's up, guys? Matthew here, getting ready to watch Season 3, Episode 10 of My Hero Academia. I'm going to be straight up honest with you guys. After the end of last episode, where we left off, what I feel like is about to happen, I just want to hop straight into it, okay? This man, All For One, is here. It feels... I think that's him. Deku said it was him. I'll take his word for it. I'm excited to see whatever goes down. You guys know me. I'm going to yap throughout the episode, and I'm going to yap at the end of the episode, so I do want to hop straight into it. If you guys do like the video, please drop a like, leave a comment. It really helps me out. I have got the full-length reactions up on Patreon. I am already a very far amount of episodes ahead by now. If you check the YouTube comments, it'll say the exact episode that I'm currently on over there. And if you're interested in my content, you like what I produce, I would really appreciate if you subscribe. Again, it really does help me out. Let's get into the episode.
It's time for our counterattack. Remind the world what you can do.
Come on, you bums! I'm joking. I'm joking.
You'll tell us where
I'm joking.
right now. Shigaraki, this is
I just like... I want to see these pro heroes get some wins.
Nomu, how'd they get here? What is this? They keep on coming. The crap! Bakugo!
God damn it. I don't even remember if I talked about that moment. That visceral no! That was awesome. In a horrific way?
Toshinori, what now? They shouldn't have been able to warp Nomu here, and this backup came too fast. I fear that he is...
He.
I am here for you.
Made a lot of wild predictions about Shigaraki's past last episode.
You won't escape, Shigaraki! Take me with you!
Lucky you didn't get a hand taken away.
No! I'm so sorry! This wasn't your fault.
Ed Strat is a wild fucking name. I don't know if I said that last episode.
Up warp gates that allow anyone to pass through, but this was targeting specific people.
It's like they had like a piece of technology on them or something. Dude, All Might, be careful.
Focus on the enemies out here! On your left!
The guns are wild, bro. Wait, most people have powers and we're still using guns. I mean, like, it makes sense, but it's just...
It's possible they failed at the Nomu factory.
No shot they're gonna kill Genis, right?
Endeavor!
Kinda wish Best Genis was here so Bakugo would have seen him.
Worry about your own responsibilities, you fool! If you're gonna go after them, now's the time! Right. I'll leave you.
I've had goosebumps for like the first 2 minutes of the episode. And we just got the title card. Is he fucking clapping? Is this despicable motherfucker clapping?
I see why you're the number 4 hero, Best Genis.
He's still clapping! He's evil!
But you were able to manipulate everyone's clothing and pull them out of the way just in time. Quick thinking. Consider me impressed.
Yo, his voice goes crazy.
We believe there must be an architect behind the League of Villains. It's likely that his strength is comparable.
Dude, this fucking music! The goosebumps are creeping up the back of my neck. I'm scared, dude.
But that doesn't matter. A true hero doesn't believe in excuses!
Oh, it's not looking good. Did he just get donutted?
Now I see. Your strength comes from practice and practical experience, not raw power. I don't need your quirk. It wouldn't pair well with Tomura's disposition.
Yo.
Who is this guy? What just happened?
Yeah, dude, this music! What the... Is he actually killing them? Like, if he's actually killing these guys, this is a top-tier character introduction. I mean, even if he isn't, like, it's still excellent. But he knows these motherfuckers are here. He's gonna saunterly walk up and introduce himself.
Damn it! The hell?
Wow.
Kachan Bakugo!
I can tell that coughing from anywhere. What is this weird Black splooge.
Stuff reeks. I love it.
What? Twice? What are you talking about?
More, Tomura.
Damn, you roasted him in front of the group?
Must not be discouraged. You'll try again. That's why I brought your associates back with you. Even this child. Because you judged that he was an important piece on your game board. Start over as many times
Just like
as
that
it
fucking...
takes. I am here to provide you with help.
What are you...
All of this is for you.
Why? Why? If All For One is like the fucking villain, why is he... I don't want to say pandering, but why is everything just connected to Shigaraki?
Let the villains take him. Being scared is no excuse. He's right there in front
Is he
of me.
also like All Might in the sense of like an impending doom is coming up or something like that?
Otherwise, he wouldn't talk so freely in front of us.
Maybe it's
There are
taunting.
6 or 7 meters separating me from Kacchan. With full Cal, I can get there in less than a second. Can I
Deku.
get away?
Deku.
Where would we run to next?
This man, All For One, is about to grab him by the fucking neck.
I need to find a way to reach out to him. If I can't do that, then
Where's Hagakure at, man? Hagakure's the solution to everything. Oh my god, this is horrifying.
I have to protect you. Focus.
Oh my god, I have goosebumps. Guys, put our fucking head together.
Ah, there you are.
They've touched!
You return my student, All For One.
Have you come to kill me a second time, All Might?
I'm speechless. Oh my god. Oh my god. It sucks. I really hope that he did just kill everyone. Because if he did, I want to repeat, what an introduction. God damn. I mean, like, All For One obviously isn't full health or anything like that. I don't know if he can ever get back to full health. But All Might is literally like 1/100th of what he used to be.
Only 5 kilometers from the bar to here.
He's doing math to show he's weaker?
You've gotten weaker, All Might.
You're one to talk. It's kind of difficult to ignore that fancy life support mask you've got on. Aren't you overexerting yourself?
He held All Might back with his bare hands.
Yo, I'm
This guy must be
speechless.
the boss villain.
The boss villain, the top boss villain. You bunny hopping at me?
You hear me?
Brock Lesnar?
I will take young Bakugo back, and I will make certain you're locked up for the rest of your sad life. Right along with your despicable League of Villains!
Sounds like you've got your work cut out for you. This will be hard for us both.
Oh my god, dude. You can't beat this motherfucker! He should have every strong power in the history of the universe.
Times 4, strength enhancer times 3. What a delightful combination. Maybe a few more enhancers next time.
Oh.
All Might!
Got that shit from the movie.
It'll take more than that to kill him. Get off the battlefield, Tomura, and take that child with you.
Yo.
Warp them away.
Be careful! One of the heroes messed with him and he's unconscious. I'm not sure what's going on, but if you can teleport, why don't you get us out of here?
One-time use.
Or is still new, Magna. There is much I need to learn about it.
And it's different than Kurgir's.
Limited, and while he can teleport to specific coordinates, I only transport people to and from my own location.
Ah, okay.
Or with focus, to or from someone I am very familiar with. That is all.
Thank you for the lore.
It's easier to have Kurogiri do it. Forcible quirk activation. Leave this place.
Oh my god. This man is fucking awesome.
You're not thinking, Tomura. There remains much room for you to grow.
He looks so stupid with the hand on him.
Master,
Let's go, Shigaraki. While our masked lead is keeping All Might entertained.
Listen to Mr. Compress.
One is in the way, so we can't get to Kachon. If something doesn't change, the League will
Come on,
escape with my
come on, you guys! I don't want you to step in, but
surrounded, so we can't
apparently we
escape
have to.
These guys know I'm screwed. It's 6 against 1, and they're willing to drag me out of
I don't know. Bakugo 1v29'd the rest of Class A in the fucking OVA, so.
I'm coming for you!
I don't think so, because I am here.
This might be the best episode of the fucking show.
As heroes in training, we're not allowed to fight. But maybe, if there's an opening,
We can run away.
we might have a chance to swoop in and grab Kachon. And if we can save him,
Just chain all of our special fucking maneuvers.
but how?
Oh my god, this is
It
awesome.
seems like it'll work. Come on, think. Somehow, we.
Can Yayorozu pop out a fucking time machine?
If I did the plan myself, I don't think it would work. So
Kirishima make the plan. Oh dear fucking god. That's his best friend. Come on, that's Bakugo's best friend, man.
Here's what I'm thinking.
Are you holding back against me?
He's
Trying
calling.
to keep the boy from being blown away.
He's calling you weak right to your face, and he can't do anything.
He's staying on the defensive with his enemies, keeping his distance. That's good for us. We have to move when he's got some space between him and the villains.
Yes.
It is a gamble. But all things considered, there's not much risk.
Rip the. Okay, we can rip the mustache off. Like it's.
I'm in.
This is what we do. First, we'll propel ourselves using my quirk, combined with Ida's Recipro.
Yes. We'll be there in like half a second.
Using Kirishima's hardening,
Hardening.
we'll break through the wall.
Okay, Kirishima's kind of useless.
Loki will make a huge slab of ice for us.
Yes. We'll skate even faster.
Possibly can. The villains haven't noticed us yet. Up until now, they've been able to outmaneuver us. But we're finally in the position.
And Yayorozu saves the day. This is a distraction.
Right now, the guy in charge of the villains is holding All Might back. But that means the reverse is true too. The last part's up to you, Kirishima. It's no good if I do it, or Todoroki, or Ida, or Yayorozu. Ever since school started, you've built a son.
Yayorozu just really sitting in the back doing nothing?
If his friend calls to him,
Equals.
he'll listen.
Come on. What you think you're gonna do, Shigaraki? God damn. Motherfucker is badass. Motherfucker is cold.
What?
What?
On my mark, you give us a giant.
Don't tell me what to do, damn you!
It's not the time to fight, you guys. Just as we thought. All eyes on them. This is our chance.
Let's go.
Come on, Yayorozu. Do something.
Showing up everywhere.
Wah, go cry about it.
You kids.
Don't let them get away.
We're already gone.
Free and Dabi, but they're down.
You two, come here.
Magnus quirk? Magnetism. Its wielder can apply a magnetic force to anyone with a
Ooh. To anyone?
focus on a whole body or just a part. Men become South Poles and women become North Poles. Magnetism doesn't work on Magna, though. Ready?
You got two men though. Don't you need a man and a woman?
Titan Clash!
God damn, oh, dude.
Whoa, Mount Lady!
The rescue's priority. Go home, you dumb kids.
Aw. Oh, you fucking horny bitch. He's cold.
So you saw the kid, right? He's turning out to be more and more like you every day. Not a compliment.
I got tears in my eyes, man. This shit is fucking. Oh my god.
Think he'd come to the battlefield. Damn teenagers.
Hey, man. The rest of y'all fucking party slow as hell.
Shameful that I needed their help. But now, I don't have to pull any punches against you. You're finished.
He's gone.
You're left over here.
I'll handle him.
Tomura, I do not want to die in this place.
Oh my god.
They got us. Turn the tables.
They got
and
us.
Fight with a single move.
Dude, the kids are already stronger than the...
Magnetism.
They already handle shit more than the pros. Who do you think you are, Shigaraki? Stop making those sounds.
You're coming at me too fast.
Oh, she's about to get pommeled, man.
Wait. Don't. Master.
It's over!
Your body is too damaged.
No one's come to save you, have they? You've had a hard life, Tenko Shimura.
Is he really... Like, are we... is he sacrificing himself?
No, I won't go.
Tomura, you must continue to fight. Warping! A shock inversion!
Oh!
I'm sorry.
Fuck!
I only came to save Tomura. But if you say you're going to fight, then I'll face you as you wish.
Really?
Your fist crushed one after another of my comrades. Many were forced into the shadows, underground, while you were extolled as the symbol of peace.
Yes, that's what happens when you win.
You must have had from atop our sacrifices. A hero standing on the mountain of our defeats.
Detroit!
Oh my god. Let's call it even. Time out, let's call it even.
You shut up! Always toying with people, probing their weaknesses. You steal, break them.
Dude, yo. Oh my fucking god.
You scoff at innocent people who are just trying to lead happy lives.
I'm speechless. I can't say anything.
It cannot continue.
God damn!
I won't let it. You've reached your limit.
Fucking kill him? Is he good? Is he gone?
You seem to be worked up about something, All Might.
Oh my god.
I've heard that same exact line before, you know.
Before I killed her.
From the person who had one for all before you. Nana Shimura.
Nana. Oh my fucking god. Oh my, that was the best episode of the show. Oh my god. I feel like I couldn't say anything for half that episode. I want to start off with this. That, you know, we had a couple scenes. It's funny. I was talking to my friend who had watched My Hero Academia, and I just said, like up until a couple episodes ago, All for One to me felt like Vilgax. You know what I mean? In Ben 10, to where, and it's a common thing with like a big bad villain. You know what I mean? Obviously, you don't want to put the final villain out there at first. You sort of, you know, let him build up in the background, and then near the end, near second or third or fourth season, that's when they pop up. So, you know, a couple episodes, it felt like that same sort of format in the sense of, okay, there's this big, strong, powerful guy. We get a couple shots of him in his lair. We get some dark silhouette shots or whatever. So this felt like the real introduction of him. And that's an all-time character introduction. I said it in the episode. I want to repeat it so I can explain it a little better. I don't need him to have killed people to have made that a 10 out of 10 introduction, because it was, no matter what, it was a 10 out of 10 introduction. He immediately, in a show that has been, I don't want to say unserious, because that's the wrong word, but, you know, more lighthearted than sort of the normal anime I'm used to, it immediately just, like, he's scary. He had, joking, he had aura, but no, he had, like, a force behind him. It was, oh my, he felt so fucking menacing. That was so awesome. And again, I'll repeat, he doesn't like, because this show so far, it's not one that kills people left and right. And I'm not saying that necessarily equates a better product. You know what I mean? To where, I'd much rather watch a show that kills people over a show that doesn't. I'm not saying that, because it's not a one-to-one thing. Like, you can have different quality writing with or without deaths. But I do think that moment would turn from a 10 out of 10 to an 11 out of 10 if he did actually kill some of them. He obviously didn't kill Mount Lady, right? Yeah, he didn't kill Mount Lady, but like, that to me, that looks like a kill shot. That should be a kill shot to Best Jeanist. It probably won't be. Again, I don't think that any of them will actually die, just because it's My Hero Academia. And again, you guys are probably, laughing at me from the future, going, "You won't believe who they kill in season 5, episode 18, or something like that." But I'm just saying, I wouldn't even. There's a very popular anime. I'm not going to mention it because I don't want to give any spoilers. But a very popular anime that I've watched sort of felt like the same sort of opinions on death, in the sense of they didn't kill people that often. And in fact, you could argue, like, the only people that, just like My Hero, the only people that were killed were people in the past to set up, backstories or arcs or whatever. And then when the show finally does kill people, it makes that impact so much harder, one could argue. I could definitely see a world like this, because again, My Hero Academia, there's going to be, for the entirety of the show, there's going to be at least one death. You know what I mean? Whether it's fucking All Might or Gran Torino or someone like that. Like, there's 100,000% going to be a death. So, again, I'll end it off, because I don't want to talk about it for too much longer, but I don't need him to have killed Best Jeanist. Again, I like Best Jeanist as a character. I would love to see a little bit more of him, but when you bring a villain that menacing, that important, I feel like a death is necessary. Not necessary. I feel like it would help so much. And even, you know what, I don't even need a death from Best Jeanist. I could even argue that a situation like Ingenium, to where he got beat so fucking bad that he's alive, but he can never be a hero again. That I would like. I want there to be, that's the word I'm looking for. I would want there to be consequence. I would want there to be impact from All For One appearing, if that makes any sense. But wow, dude, like, the look, the voice, it's funny. I know I spoke about it in season 1 when I was, first doing it, but this is the first anime in history that I'm ever watching the dub first. Like, any other dub I've ever watched, like Attack on Titan or One Piece or Death Note, that was my second watch. And, to this day, the only dub that I like more than the original sub is Death Note. When I rewatch My Hero Academia, I'm going to be rewatching it in sub so I can compare it. But, like, I don't have any problem with the voices. Like, that's something like, typically there's like one or two, like, oh, that voice sucks, that's annoying, this, that. No, they all are pretty good to me. And specifically, whoever is voicing All For One, oh my god. They put everything into that. They put everything. Dude. Like, I know you guys know me. I talk about Goosebumps and my nipples being hard and shit like that all the time, because this show really hits me, like the feels, the emotion, the epicness, the hype, all that stuff. When All For One was on screen, and his fucking weird, ominous theme in the background as well, I like, the goosebumps were like tiptoeing. Like, I'm talking the slowest rolling goosebump you've ever had. They were like going boop, 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 boop. He was so genuinely terrifying. And again, he didn't need to, like, rip someone's head off to do that. That's why I keep saying, like, he doesn't need to have killed them, because it already impacted me the way it should impact me. But if people are dead, wow. All Might is obviously fucking insanely incredible, badass. It's got me thinking too, because, just the story. Looking at this as a story, Deku is our main character, and Shigaraki would have to be the main villain. You know what I mean? It's almost like, similar like a One Piece, in the sense of, there are more powerful people, one could argue, than some of our main characters. But the show, the anime, is about this generation. One Piece, it's about Monkey D. Luffy. So obviously, at the end of the day, he's probably going to fight the strongest people. Same with My Hero Academia. Deku is our main character, and Shigaraki is his generation. So the final battle at the end of the show, I would think, would have to be Deku versus Shigaraki. That being said, I'm so interested in the All For One stuff because, again, like All For One and All Might, they feel like the past generation. They don't feel... let me tell you what, they're kind of close to being washed in terms of what they used to be. But it's not like they're like complete bums right now. They're still probably the two strongest people in the world. But I know that the progression of the story has to go Deku versus Shigaraki. I'm not disappointed by that or anything like that, because again, I really like Shigaraki, I really like Deku, and I really like not only their interactions, but I like their arcs in the sense of they are, again, they're children. They're essentially training. They're going through, they're working out kinks. They're changing things in their mindset. I really, it's like they're maturing, or their plans are maturing, and I like seeing that progression. Again, I repeat, these two people that we're fighting in this episode, they're past their prime. They've already had their big standoff. But that being said, I'm wondering how that what exactly that means. As in, will All Might ever die? Will All Might ever leave the show? Because, straight up, honestly, the show could 100% survive without All Might. As much as I love All Might, being one of my favorite characters, All Might is not a necessity of a character. Now, obviously in the setup he is, but like, you know what I mean? If he dies in this, or, at the end of season 3 or something like that, it would really suck, but I'd go, okay, let's see how the story goes. It wouldn't be like, oh, fuck this. They ruined the story. But, again, his presence is always fucking, you know what I mean? And same with All For One. I love him. As a villain, already, essentially having, 10 minutes of screen time? I already love him as a villain. So in a perfect world, obviously, All For One and All Might wouldn't die. They would just be like, at the end of the show, it'd be like a 2v2. You know what I mean? It'd be Shigaraki and All For One versus All Might and Deku, with the final battle being Deku versus Shigaraki. But again, I don't know. Like, they could kill these guys. That's another thing too that I'm really trying to think about. Just trying to get some predictions on the past of Shimura, of Tomura Shigaraki, and like, I don't know if there's a twist here, because again, the way that they talk about All For One, it feels like he is the big bad. But again, the nature of the show makes me have to believe that the most important final battle would be Deku Shigaraki, with Shigaraki being the major villain. And like the whole League of Villains thing, it feels like, you know what I mean, getting Shigaraki to be the strongest he can. Why is that? Is that because... does All For One physically need to pass on his... is he physically going... even though he's improving? So that's what I mean. Like he's improving physically, so I can't say, oh, he's expected to die. Because I don't think he would improve and then just... oh, I'm improving right now, but there's a 3-year time span that I have to die by. So I don't know about that. But it also, again, I hope people understand this. I don't want anyone to think I don't like Shigaraki, because again, I want to repeat, I fucking love Shigaraki as a villain. But almost in one episode of All For One, I think because he's already he's fully established as the villain, you know what I mean? Whereas Shigaraki is becoming the villain. So that's why, just off rip, I think that All For One is a better villain so far. Again, I see a lot more potential in Shigaraki. But just right now, baseline to baseline. So, in that sense, if I wanted All For One to be the major villain, I would just, expect him to have this... He's manipulating or grooming Shigaraki to do something. He's brainwashed him to sacrifice himself or do a specific goal or something like that. But again, I don't think that's the case. And even if that was the case, I would expect Shigaraki to turn on All For One at some point. All that being said, the vibe I get from the relationship is oddly wholesome. Like, in a horrific fucking way. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't know if it's going to be a twist or a plot point that, like, All For One actually genuinely cares about Shigaraki. Because, again, I say wholesome, but at the same time, All For One to me feels like a fucking grifter. You know what I mean? He feels like a predator, a groomer. That's the sort of vibe I got with the Shigaraki stuff. But, I don't know why he would need Shigaraki for that. Again, he's obviously related to Nana, whom I just learned the name of, I think. If I didn't just learn the name, I just remembered the name. So I don't have it written down next to Shimura's name in the first place. So I don't think I did know. But he's obviously related to Nana. But the power is one for all. You know what I mean? So, like, that's the most important thing. So it's not like he has some fucking one for all in him. You know what I mean? Because it got passed on to All Might. Now, but I may be recalling incorrectly, and I could be stupid, but from what I remembered with All Might talking about the power of one for all and his conversations with Deku, it's a sense of if he passed on, and this is the part I may be getting incorrect, but he obviously passed on the one for all to a powerless person in Deku, so there was no added power. If you were to give it to someone like Bakugo, Bakugo would retain his explosive powers, plus the one for all, and I'm pretty sure, and again, I'm really sorry if I'm misremembering this, but from what I remember, if Bakugo were to pass it on to someone else, that bomb power would also come with one for all. Is that correct? I don't know if that'd be correct. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is, I would originally think that maybe the Shimura thing is important because Nana had her own power other than one for all that was really strong and important that got passed down to him. But if I'm recalling incorrectly, I apologize. But if we do have the thing where if you give it to a power, it accumulates with the power and passes on to the next person, then All Might would already have that power. So, and then Deku would have that power. So, I don't know. Maybe that might have been a stupid fucking take. I don't know. I'm thinking here, guys. I'm fucking thinking here. I'm theorizing. Because again, like, I don't know. It's the wrong... I'm blanking on the right word to use. But again, I repeat, it feels like All For One is almost like pandering, doing everything for Shigaraki. It's not... not gonna be some stupid, not stupid as in, if they do it, then, like, it'll shock me, but, like, it's not gonna be, yes, Nana and All For One had relations, and he's actually the real, no, I don't think so. If that were the case, then maybe I would buy actual genuine love and connection between All For One and Shigaraki, but I don't think that is the case. It really felt, the vibe I got from that flashback, like, generally was like a fucking grifter finding a little homeless child or something like that and going, come with me. So, I don't know. But yeah, what? Again, I repeat, All For One feels like the big fucking bad, the way that All Might and everyone speaks about him. So, I don't just expect him to have some, like, weird fucking, I think it's finally time for me to pass on all my powers and retire. Like, no, I mean, unless no, but even then, like, I was going to say maybe he sees potential for Shigaraki to be even stronger than him, but at the same time, is he so for his goals that he would just pass on his power to let someone else operate? I don't think so. There's got to be something that he has to give up the power. He's dying but he's getting better. He's recovering. So I don't know. I do not know, man. It's got me wondering too. Like I just said, like Shigaraki obviously feels like the major villain at the end of the story. Just to parallel with Deku becoming stronger. It makes perfect sense. So again, I repeat, either that means that at the end of the story, it's going to be All For One versus All Might in a B tier, not in a B tier fight, as in like the main spectacle would be Deku versus Shigaraki, but those two are still kabloodling somewhere. Or they would have to be taken out. because again, I got the vibe of like All For One was going to fucking sacrifice himself or some shit. Like, would he really? Would he really? No, right? Like, we're not just gonna lose All For One immediately, like to prison or to death or something like that. We don't think so. But hey, at this point, they could go in any fucking direction, and I would be okay with it. Because again, I want to repeat, what an episode! What a fucking episode! That episode was so goddamn good. I don't want to say easily because there have been some really good episodes, but I do think that was my favorite episode of the show so far. Again, Shigaraki feels like a menacing villain. I've talked about how he feels very menacing, almost Joker he feels disgusting as well. There's been serious moments in the show, but that moment really felt like the first, like, holy fuck, this is serious. Like oh my god, the shit has hit the fan. That's what that's felt like. This felt like a game changer. So I'm very excited to see how this goes. I'm very excited. What an episode, man! I'm so dude. It's been a couple days since I last watched an episode 2, so like I'm so happy that I just jumped into it like that because that was oh boy, man. I think I talked about everything I wanted to theory-wise. Obviously Deku and Co were excellent this episode. Other than Yorozu, the fucking bum, didn't do anything. I'm joking. I don't want anyone. I make a lot of jokes calling people bums. That's just what I do. Like, it's just what I do. If they don't do a 20 out of 10 performance, I don't rate them. Okay. But that was a great moment, and it's again, it's kind of wholesome that Kirishima has a connection with Bakugo. In a please, Kirishima, get out of there. Get out of this abusive relationship. But I really like it. It's cute, and obviously Bakugo being Bakugo, badass Bakugo. I love him. I love him. Again, not a top 5 favorite character, but he's in the vicinity of like a 6, 7, 8. So I really do appreciate him. Other than that, I think that's it. Well, final thing, I'll give a shout out to Met Lady. Come on, man. Come on. She stepped up. She stepped up. But that's going to be it for this episode. That was, again, a phenomenal episode. I cannot wait to see what happens next episode. Again, this really feels like... I knew that there was like lore and stuff like that and plot twists and you know what I mean, stuff to predict on, but through the first like 2 seasons I really didn't feel like I had a lot to grasp. Not as in like they weren't giving me anything, just more like I didn't know where this was going, the direction or anything like that. I feel like now these next couple episodes I'm going to be able to like point A, point B, point C some theories. So as I've already been trying to do with Shigaraki and All For One and stuff like that. So I will see you guys in a couple days for episode 11. I hope you guys have a good one. Please drop a link, leave a comment, it really helps me out. I've got the full-on corrections up on Patreon. And the most important thing, please subscribe. It really does help me out. You guys have a good one.